Hey, thank you very much for dropping by our booth, and we do have some cool stuff this year to show you guys. And firstly, take a look at here. We have a new passive hissing. So we won a CES reward last year from FX100. So this year we kind of have like a smaller brother, FX70. And with this passive hissing, actually we are having like some very special new design. So when you look at the hissing closely, you actually get to see the fin is very special. It's twisted a little bit, and it's not like what you're familiar with, like a flat surface. And the reason why we are doing this is because you see how our old hissing is a little bit bulky, while the other one, when you compare, is slimmer. So everybody knows more surface area means like better performance. So in order to achieve more surface area, we either increase the size or we make it like increase the density. And because this is passive hissing, and if we have a very high density, the air is going to be very hard to push through. So the way we do it actually is going to be very innovative. We twist the fin in order to achieve more surface area, and on the other hand, actually it's going to redirect the air flow. So you see on this demo picture that actually the air when it goes through the twisted fin, is going to go around the fin and draw out the heat. So doing this, we are able to achieve a maximum surface area as well as maximum airflow with this cooler. And the next unit I would like to show you is our Respirator Duo, our brand new liquid cooler. So last year we had a Respirator Max that we won a CES reward, and this is a only single radiator unit, and it comes with a lot of great features like the nano fluid, and also like a cordial path heat pipe running through the dual radiator. And it's pure copper, and it's very nice unit. And for this year, we're making a bigger unit to double the surface area, and we're gonna double the performance as well. So what we are making a change on the design. Firstly, we make the fan interchangeable. So in case you don't like LED fan, or you would like a high pressure fan, you get to change it with the fan that you like. And also we put a shroud around the fan, so we push more air through this unit. And also the entire unit is still going to be pure copper, nickel plated, and still all the good stuff, nano fluids, and a cordial cooling path on both hissing, and it's going to be dual radiator, the inner layer and the outer layer. And you may see like we are having an opening here. We're having an opening here on the radiator. Well, we're doing this on purpose actually, because even you can use your liquid cooler or use your fridge to freeze your CPU, but you can't. I mean, on the other hand, you can still overheat the memory slot or the chipset on the motherboard. So the way we're doing this, actually, we're creating a current. So we utilize the radiator itself, and when the fan is spinning, it pushes through the air, and we have a circulation of air to go through the chipset of the motherboard and also the memory slot to to cool down those components as well. So we are trying to achieve like a balance of the system. And also for this unit, we apply a central tubing mechanism, so which makes it much easier for you to install the unit, because it will much closer to the CPU, and also the tube is shorter, so the water does not need to run like a long way. Then in this way we can achieve better performance as well. And next one is gonna be a very special fan. So you get to see this 120mm fan, and it's a dual impeller. So you can see there is one layer up here, and actually there's another layer inside. So doing this, we are able to achieve more CFM with the same size. And also this fan uses a nano dynamic bearing. So using a nano dynamic, this type of new technology for the bearing, we're gonna be able to achieve much quieter noise level, and also we can still maintain a relatively higher RPM. However, you do get the option. There's a button in here, so you do get the option to choose a quiet mode or performance mode. So in case playing game, you wanted to spin faster, you don't really care about the noise, then you can make it, turn it to a performance mode, and in case you're doing some office work, you can just turn to quiet mode. So one fan offers two options, and there's also going to be like two color, and will be a very classy, subtle LED light in the middle, because it's going to perform very well and looks very cool in your system. So when we turn to here, we have two new mouse. Two new mice, and I would like to talk about this flagship GM4 mouse. So it looks like a transformer, which is actually transformable. What it does with all this actually is you can adjust the width and adjust the length of the mouse. So it's gonna fit into your hand perfectly. And also, how some people would like to adjust the weight as well. So we do offer the option. So in the middle, it's gonna be the weight adjuster. And this mouse is going to be using a very high quality sensor, which is the newest and best sensor from Avago, which is 9800. And also for the button, we use a very high quality button, which is made by a Japanese company, Omron, and it's Omron button. And this one actually, the Japanese company, what they make is switches for heavy industry. So this button is going to be very durable. And also you can see there are a lot of buttons on this mouse. This one is going to be a DPI adjustment. Then you get the LED light to show what DPI you are at. And also there's going to be auto fire and macro programmable buttons. And also all these all these good features. And so that's pretty much about this mouse.
So just for clarification, the 9800 sensor, it's really only 8200 DPI, just to let people understand that that's what it is, correct?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, not that people get confused by the name.
Okay, absolutely. So when we come to this side, we have 12 new chassis. Also, we're considering a little bit messy here. So this is our brand new mini ITX case. So you can see this case, you can get a lot of airflow. There's a mesh design in front.
Okay, guys.
And then also mesh design on the top.
Now we're going to take a look at some.
And also on the side panel, you can always mount as many fans you want into this system. And also when you look at the front, here you go. There is a hot swap bay down here, and also you can put the ODD down here. And this panel in the actual product, we are going to replace this with aluminum. It's not going to be plastic filling. And also, having a dust filter is great, but a lot of time taking out a dust filter actually is a pain. So we make it easier for people to just take out this dust filter. Especially in the front, you have a big intake fan, 200 millimeter, and then you can just take this out when it collects dust and just wash it, dry it, put it back in, and you're good to go. And also we have, let me show you a little bit about the interior in this case. So you can mount fans up here, of course, and you can see inside there is a hard drive tray. Would this be too dark? Okay, let me do a little bit of advertisement for Apple. Here we go. Let's do Yep. So here you go. There is a hard drive tray that you can mount, hard drive into your system. And the great thing about it is that you can remove this whole tray, and in order to, so that you can install full-size graphic card. Okay. And also you can see down here, this is not gonna come with the system. This is for demo use only. And we have when you install the power supply, we realize actually it's a little bit difficult for people to install power supply like this. So what we do is we have a rail for you to just slide in the power supply. It will be very user friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in this case, that's pretty much it. A lot of airflow and USB 3.0, all this good stuff. And well, the next one is gonna be our brand new full tower case. This case I'm very excited. You can see the front and also the top. These are all aluminum, nothing plastic, nothing like low quality type of.
So next we have
finish. So you can see this is a very, very sleek design. And firstly, I would like to show you is like right here in the front intake. In case you want more airflow into your system, what you can do is you can just push it, pops out a little bit, and then you can take in more cool air from the front. And if you want it to be quiet, you can just close it. And when we move to the top, then we see there is a built-in fan controller here, so you get to control the front, the rear, and the top fan. And also there is a button, to let the system control the fan by itself auto, or you can control the fan manually. And of course USB plugs, and also microphone, headset, and also there is a temperature switch here. And so what it does is, I'm gonna demo you. Firstly, let me switch to the manual mode. And you can see the fin, we can open the fin manually. So what this does is actually, once the system of inside gets hot, we can open the fin to allow more airflow and push out the hot air. And you can always turn this off manually to close the fin. And also in the market there are a lot of fan controller, or probably built-in fan controller as well for the cases. And usually you'll be able to turn down the fan, to make it spin slower. But what we have with this fan controller is actually we can turn off the fan completely. So here is when the fan is at maximum RPM. Then I'm going to turn it lower, so you can see the LED light kind of dimmer as well. And then I can actually turn it off completely. So you can have an absolute silent system or maximum performance system. And also, I just mentioned there was a temperature switch in front, and there is a temperature sensor as well. So what it does actually is the fin up here, it's gonna be automatically open once it hits a certain temperature. So I can demo you with this. Let me move here. So right here I'm at 23 degrees, and I put the switch to a 35 Celsius. So once it hits 35 Celsius, the fin is gonna open up by itself. So let me show you.
And this one has FDB, of course.
So now it's heating up the temperature.
So that's the biggest advantage. And the big one is
Thank you so much.
the dual impellers. You know how it's in your hand like this, and
Thanks so much. Well, let me get you
the
a
air
this is a
is
plastic.
totally empty in the middle.
Okay, you want this entire
By having this
a big bag.
Almost there, it just went down.
Oh, my bad. Actually, I need to put switch to auto first. So
No worries, you didn't even hit the temperature yet.
Thank you very much.
there you go.
There we
It
go.
opens up, and now it's 40 something Celsius, and it's dropping right now. So you will see when it drops underneath 35 degrees, it's gonna close by itself. Almost there.
Exactly. So you do have a fan controller built into the thing.
So,
So
which means actually this case does the work for you. You don't have to worry about the system getting overheated when you're playing game, when you're not paying attention, and you don't have to worry about getting too much noise when you don't want it to be. The case does the thing for you. And and also you can see the interior of this case is everything that you need. It does have a very big canal on the back that makes it much easier for you to replace a heatsink, rubber grommet, all this good stuff. And for sure we have a very good, very spacious backside for cable management as well. And you see 2 free installation for all the hard drives. It's going to be very, very easy for you to slide in. And also for sure dust filter, which is basically a standard dishwasher safe, so you can just put it in when you wash your dishes. And also a very, very nice and big window side panel, so that you can showcase your system to your friend. And this is very, very good case.
So just the only other question that I have on this particular case, you got the fan controller that can turn off the rear fan. What about this front?
So the front fan, actually you can also turn that off, but I think when we set up the unit, we didn't connect it to the fan controller.
Okay.
So you can always do it by yourself. So you get the 3 switches, but of course you can DIY by yourself. You can have the front fan to control another fan. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay. And in terms of this particular case, since this is a very neat product, tell us a little bit about potential availability or pricing that you may have.
Well, for sure, we are really looking forward to this product. So this product is going to be launched in Q2 in 2014, and the price point is still tentative, but it would be probably around 200 to 250 US dollars.
Okay. All right. I think that concludes it. You guys have a lot of new products, and we look forward to seeing them.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.